I pull up to this guy's house on 304. He's got like a little gate, you know, right there. His house is about where that house is. And the road starts like right here. It's like a 2-lane highway. I'm not stopping in the road. I'm sorry. I care about my safety a little bit. So I pull in his driveway. Make sure not to block the mailbox because the post guys, like the post office guys, get really mad when you do that. I can understand. Because then they got to get out of their little car, oh gosh, and go around.
You're there for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, they still get mad though.
Jeff, you're a horrible storyteller.
Yeah, but you know, I gotta set the whole story up, the whole scenery, you know? Gotta get the whole vibe, don't worry.
Back to the original story.
So yeah, I pull in his driveway, I make sure there's enough room for him to go around me, I'm not in his grass, I'm not blocking the mailbox, I'm doing everything by the book. Sure as shit, I'm like taking a minute, I'm on my phone, whatever, looking for his package. I find his package. Here's some guy talking about like driveways, douchebags, and I look up, and there's some guy at his mailbox, he rips the thing down, fucking douchebag, pulling wrong fucking driveway, slams the door open, like closes the mailbox. I'm like, damn, this guy is angry. I'm like, he just pulled in his driveway. I'm like, all right, there's no way he's angry at me because he was able to get into his house. Like, the car there that wasn't there 30 seconds ago, there's some angry guy at the mailbox. And I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. I can just give him his package right here. Like, I don't gotta walk up to his gate or his house. I'm like, this is perfect. Save me a couple steps. So I get out and I'm like, hey, sir, I got your package. And he's like, oh, fucking douchebag, wrong fucking driveway. He keeps walking. I'm like, sir, your package. And he just keeps calling me a douchebag. So at this point, I'm getting kind of angry because I'm just sitting there and he's like, he's walking all the way to his house, which is about as far as that, in his trailer. He's calling me a douchebag and shit. And so like I got mad. So I got his package and whatever. So I'm like, if this is like his package, I walk up to his gate and he gets to his house finally, he turns around, he's just sitting there staring at me. So I lock eyes with him, sitting there staring at him, and I just go, over the fucking gate. And then he just, oh yeah, just like that, literally. Like I'm looking at him like this, and I go, with the package, and just fucking turn around. And I just hear, wrong side of the gate, motherfucker. And like, so I turn back around, and he's got a whole ass rake just like over his head, like fucking charging at me. I'm like, there's no fucking way, this is a joke. Like I'm still just standing there at the gate, and he's fucking charging at me and just screaming, wrong side of the gate, motherfucker, like I'm gonna beat your ass with this rake. And I'm like, this is a fucking joke, there's no way. I'm still just standing there, and like, no fucking joke, this man fucking trips. Trips, busts his ass with the rake in hand, and I'm like, I'm still like, there's no way this is real. This is a fucking joke, like there's no fucking way. And so,
Was it real?
yes,
Oh, no
it
fucking
still
way.
blows me away. I was still expecting to wake up from a nap in the van or something, but no, he gets back up, he starts charging, rake overhead, still running. And another little side story though, he's got like a manual gate, it's not one of the automated, like automatic ones, and he's got like a chain, like just a chain over the fence post to like keep it closed. And he's running at me with the rake, and he takes the rake and he goes to grab the chain to like unlock the gate with the rake. And I'm still like just standing there like, what is going on? And then the rake gets caught in the chain and he's like fighting it, and sure as shit he falls over again. And I'm still just standing right in front of the gate like, there's no, like this isn't happening. And he gets back up finally after the second time falling, and he gets up right next to the package. And then he literally looks at the package and looks at me and takes the rake and shoots the package up with the rake. And he goes, I don't fucking want this, take it back. It sends it over the fence with the rake. And I'm just like, I watch it like, I'm like, what is going on? I'm still just standing there like not saying anything. And once again, I guess he didn't learn the first time. He takes the rake again, and now he tries to open the gate with the rake. And he flings it open, and sure as shit, the rake gets caught in the gate again. And it just fucking, he just falls over with it. And he, like, I'm still, at this point, I'm like, me and Austin are about the same distance apart from each other. And he gets up and he's just like, the rake's stuck in the gate. And he's sitting here like just trying to rip it out. And I'm still 10 feet away from him. And finally he gets undone and he comes at me like with the rake like this. And I just, the van's right here. I just kind of into the door and slammed it shut. And like, I'm looking at him in the mirror, and he's not like hitting the van with the rake, but he's got the rake and he's doing like, literally like it's some old ass movie. He's got the rake and he's like go on, get! And he's like flinging dirt at the van, just screaming at me to get. And I'm like, there's no fucking way this is happening. And so I just finally left, and I call our driver support system, and I'm like, hey, look, I got a problem. She's like, what's your problem? I'm like, I got a house that we're not delivering to ever again. And she goes, oh my God, what happened? I'm like, well, homie just like attacked me with a rake, or at least tried to. And she's like, oh no, are you serious? I was like, yeah, he like came running at me through his yard with a rake. And she goes, did you read the customer notes? And I said, customer notes? So basically when you click park, a note pops up and it gives you like a summary of what the customer wants. And I was like, no, hold on a second. So I go back and I read the customer notes, and the only fucking note is leave outside gate. So I look this man dead in his eyes and just fucking right over the gate. Like, and I was like, oh no, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't read that. And I was like, she goes, oh, and I was like, but look, I'm gonna be honest once again, I think he overreacted.